there's no way I downloaded this in 2011. And thankfully, no. That's like the source file's original date. I was really like, I would have been really sad if it's been 15 years since I watched this the first time.
All right. I mean, the show is timeless.
I don't know. There's some parts that are dated.
Yeah,
The entire opening 5 episodes, yeah.
the graphic scene where he molests Kerchesk was kind of fucked up.
I said there's some weird animation degrading in this episode in one of my notes.
Yeah, okay. The movie had the worst one though, where whoever scanned it, they clearly had like a fucked up scan where it was warbling all the time.
Well, so I'm assuming we're all watching the Blu-ray version of the original.
Whatever the most popular Nyat.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I downloaded the Blu-ray. Yeah.
Because the movie did not get a Blu-ray upscale, so that was like the original.
I think it's. I think we already talked about it during our last one, but whoever was doing the scans probably only had access to like fucked up degrade copies of copies because Japan is horrible about this shit for old stuff, and even now.
All right, are we officially starting?
I mean, I was setting up my OBS still, but
yeah.
Okay.
How tall are you in PHIJKCHU-pikachu?
I watched this like a week ago because I thought we were gonna get it quicker, so a little bit's faded, but I kind of have the consensus. And there's one moment that just keeps being stuck in my mind.
Also, if you look at my notes, I have 2 tabs. Well, 3 tabs.
3 tabs?
Where are your
Empire
notes?
and Alliance.
What's your weight in Kaiser Centener?
Is that the ruler of the Empire?
These are units of measurement in this world.
Oh. What was it called?
That's my notes.
A Kaiser centimeter?
No, the height is defined as 1 Kaiser Faden, and body weight as 1 Kaiser Centener.
So I'm gonna imagine. So have you ever watched Handyman in Our World? It's a direct copy of how
That's
their
awesome.
system works.
I choose to believe that.
This is not their actual measurement system. This is what Emperor Rudolph wanted to put into effect and didn't. It didn't stay.
Any non-metric unit for civilization to use is kind of retarded. Sorry, yeah.
Oh, look how popular my notes are.
The book has a lot of just random trivia that's not necessary at all.
You know what? That is my most anti-American sentiment. I do think feet, mile, yard is retarded.
I do like Fahrenheit more than Celsius, though.
Celsius just makes way more sense. You're wrong.
So no, Fahrenheit's better. If metric used decimeters, they'd have a leg to stand on. The fact they just don't, they can go fuck themselves.
I don't know.
An inch is useful. An inch is very useful unit to measure.
I feel like Fahrenheit wouldn't work for where I am because then I'd have to like the temperature would go from -40 Fahrenheit to whatever 40 Celsius is in Fahrenheit. It would just be all over the place. Whereas I have just -40 to 40, which makes sense.
Now, but Pika, imagine if you shifted that so it went from 0 to 100.
Yeah, but it doesn't go
99% of the world.
Yeah, okay, but it doesn't do that here, so it doesn't make sense. It makes sense to go from 0 being freezing because that's the center where all the temperature is around.
Yeah, because you're made of water, so you're a water being. You're not a person being.
So you freeze at 0 degrees.
It's true. All right, there. I set up my OBS. I'm not actually like testing the audio balancing. I just changed things. We'll see if it's better or worse.
Did you make me as loud as possible?
I will up you. Okay.
Amazing.
Oh, I guess Vinny's here. I can add him to my list of participants.
Special guest.
Tell me when you start recording.
I've been recording this entire time. I was just setting up my OBS while I was recording.
Hey everybody, well this is PHIJKCHU here.
Welcome to the Legend of Galactic podcast.
Welcome to episode 2.
This is probably the biggest group of people to watch Legend of Galactic Heroes since last week.
That's true. There's more people here, so. I guess I can post my notes.
Check me out on X at PHIJKCHU-pikachu. Check me out on Steam at PHIJKCHU-post. My anime list PHIJKCHU-post. Shit. What other Steam? Nintendo is Star Polu Star. Follow me on all those platforms.
On Discord, he's Pirate.
Yeah, Discord on Pirate or Toughbrook.
Or NASCAR.
Or Arlo, depending on the server. Anyways, okay, we can start talking about the episodes. I honestly don't have too much to say about the first 2 episodes because the prequel movie kind of covered the same introduction stuff those episodes are for.
Well, that's why
I
I
have
thought
a
it
few
was
things.
super unnecessary in memory.
I liked the episodes, just yeah, it definitely like the prequel was not needed. The first 2 episodes kind of do the same thing the prequel movie does.
So the first episode we did get the 2 different calendar systems of a space year and an imperial year.
Mm-hmm. Do you think the dates are like different too? Like
Oh yeah, because they did
each
say
calendar
March
have
19th.
longer or
2
shorter
dates.
dates?
I think the imperial calendar is going to be based off of when Rudolph entered power.
That's my assumption too, but it would be really fucking for measurement system.
The end
Like
of that cutoff
imagine one's
garbage.
like 350 days and one's like 6, 7.
Yeah, that would be kind of weird. I don't pay attention to the years it's saying. I just assume time's passing. I don't actually care that much.
We
I
get
did
Reinhardt's confirmed age.
That's true, he's 20.
I mean, there is one big implication there though with the calendar thing. The like Alliance has to be like way older than the Empire, right?
So I don't know, because they mentioned the Alliance being the rebel forces.
I think that's more so just because the Empire's the aggressor, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
I
don't
mean-
know either, but I think it's more so just that, yeah, they're taking over.
So does anyone else feel like Viazon is just space is real?
Yeah, they're
Just
kind of
what?
just the Merchant Guild.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
the-
merchant.
Yeah.
Two opposing sides.
So congrats, Garbage. You found the space Jews.
Both sides are like allied to them, but are always a little foot cautious.
They always like try to
Yeah,
tip the
it's real.
scales to keep the war balanced.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
felt like that for Coco from the Jormungand anime.
No.
Now,
I mean, the
Garbage.
longer the war
now,
goes, the more money they can make.
now just
Yeah.
forget about them for a while.
One thing that I found, or in the first episode, I found the tactic to be really obnoxiously stupid. And then like it was like 1 against the 3 different sections, and then he just blitzed forward and attacked one of them, and then he
Yeah.
sat there and waited for 4 hours before attacking the next one, instead of them not just like I don't know, all attacking on him at once, and it's like, whoa.
It is explained a
What
lot
are
better
they
in the
doing?
books.
Okay. it
How
felt
does the
what
books
fuck-
explain
what are
that
they
fight?
doing?
I mean, first of all, they don't explain. There's not a 4-hour gap in the books. I actually forgot about that. I do have that written down, but I forgot about that. But they are. I mean, it's just the fact that you have to imagine space is so massively big. The second they defeat the first fleet, they are en route towards the second fleet, and they hit the second fleet from behind.
Yeah. No, that's what I figured was going on in the show. Is it's like,
Um,
yeah, this is like galaxy scale. Well, not galaxy, but like solar system scale fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
I
it's
mean,
just the 4 hour-
limitations of how they animate it for sure, and just it is like dynamic enough that it doesn't feel like everyone's just standing in a line firing at each other, but it definitely there are limitations.
It definitely feels very 2D. There's not a
Yeah.
lot of up and down. You
Yeah.
being in space.
Yeah.
The other thing, I don't know if any of you guys like study or watch like military history YouTube and stuff, but you'll watch like classic, like great battles, and it's like, what did Caesar do? He did something really obvious, and you feel like, well, no shit, that's what anyone would do. But it's really funny that in the same way here, like whenever one of the commanders does something really smart, it's like, well, yeah, that's kind of what you would do.
What the hell? He went
Tactics
behind
101.
them? He
I
went
was more
behind them and
impressed in the
attacked
first
them?
movie of
Oh, yeah,
nuclear fissioning the
nuking the
plane.
yeah.
No,
It
I
was
think
like,
the first
okay,
movie's
that is-
tactics were just funnier. And like,
Yeah,
let's just like slowly drive in front of them and they'll shoot at us, or they won't shoot at us because they're gonna be confused as to why we're doing that. And then it worked. Like I think the first movie was funnier, and I enjoyed the
these
tactics more
are-
than these episodes.
These are novel tactics in the sense that you could imagine like a military history thing being written about this, but it's just like, beggars belief to imagine this happening in like the space age far future. But
And 150
thematically,
years into the war.
also, and because episodes 4 and 5 are about kind of how the Empire works and their whole this time stasis thing. Like it kind of works in that way.
I almost feel like this was written as boats before spaceships.
It does kind of feel like that. I completely agree.
Maybe.
Yeah, if this was naval
Yeah.
combat, this would make so much more sense. But I guess he's supposed to like. Yeah, I guess they wouldn't go like up and down and use vertical positioning. Maybe they are just boats. I do like that they wrote themselves out of the issue of why don't they just go around the choke point by like no, you can't travel through space.
Yeah.
There's choke points.
So I like that contrivance, and definitely
It helps the story.
show
You
work.
need to have that, or else like the entire thing would just fall
Yeah.
apart. I think.
Yeah, those are the straits that the boats.
Because-
The rest is land.
That was one of my notes as well. Like,
Because what they have two
shit
check
like
or
that.
two choke points, I think, based on the map.
Yes.
Yep.
And we've only seen the one choke point so far, which is the
The
big
fortress.
sphere.
The Echelon hammer.
Echelon Fortress.
It's
Yeah,
Echelon.
Echelon.
Yeah, it's supposed to be attacked soon.
I also appreciate that this
Echelon.
show didn't go for like warp gateways or any like super sci-fi
Okay.
space tech.
I don't know, Spooky. Redo this, but give it a big gateway and call it Stargate, and I would be like right into this.
Pika's favorite show.
If they made a Stargate anime, I would watch it. So
I thought Pika's favorite show was that gas station show.
no, that's my favorite
Carnival
Canadian
Gas.
show. Although Stargate's also half
Oh.
Canadian.
Corn gas is pretty good. I was laughing a bunch. Anyway.
It's good.
Sorry, Matt.
Fucking
Thor's hammer was pretty neat.
yeah, they're super
Oh,
Oh yeah,
laser.
the lightning
Railgun.
that goes
Big cannon.
whoosh.
The
Yang
the
has to
OST
deal
of
with
the
that.
show's very Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Well, Gustav Holt to
Yeah.
Star Wars to Legend of Galactic Heroes. It's like a chain of ripoffs.
Yeah. See. Is there anything else from the first two episodes I wanted to talk about?
The in memoriam for Lap.
Yeah, they introduce him that episode basically, kill him, and then he gets
scale show hit the exact death clip again.
Yeah.
I'd feel like that's almost a garbage shitpost edit where he puts it in the arms of an
Yeah.
angel, and like that didn't actually happen. If like I didn't see that episode.
That is one of those things that if the show was, a 12 episode core, you feel like no fucking way are you doing a flashback for a character in the same episode.
Well, if I saw that and it's something that was made like last year, I would assume that they're doing it for filler because they're trying to save.
For
Yeah,
like
no,
budgetary
exactly, like-
reasons, yeah.
Yeah.
Although I think for this one, it was just genuinely an artistic choice they wanted to do. That did not age well.
So I don't know how like
Oh. Sorry, Vinny, go on.
big on the background of the production you are. Anybody here is?
I don't think I looked into it.
The people
I'm
who made
curious
this
where you're
were
going with
making
this.
it because they enjoyed the source material. So there are a lot of things throughout the series that you guys will find that are just like, oh, this was only a couple of sentences long, but it's like a whole thing in the show.
Yeah, they expanded things.
Yeah. I do think that's
haven't seen that a
I'm
lot.
not saying that. I mean, that's definitely true. But for shows of that era, it's like exceedingly true because all of this stuff was just passion projects by people who were like animation slaves, and they had to really like what they were doing.
Yeah.
But you have to fucking hate yourself if you want to make this or fucking the Daikon film.
Well, okay. It honestly, it's the same with early Western animation too, though, or quote unquote Western animation that really was just like Taiwanese animation or whatever.
Well,
It's the
there's
same
a
kind of
clear
thing.
line of like this was all American by American, and then the fucking off milling it for television. Because the classic like Looney Tunes are just by American for American. Up until you get to like the 1960s, where they just offloaded that shit overseas.
Why does Wenley have a kid? That's a bit weird.
Well, he's like a ward.
Not even related to him. Well, I assume that, it was a little like wink wink like reward for being the hero. Everyone has their dark secrets.
So episode 3 is where the show, like, the first 2 episodes where you're like, yeah, it's all right. It's good sci-fi. Episode 3 and 4 are the 2 where I'm like, yeah, I really like this show so far.
Yeah.
These are good episodes.
Before
to,
we
like,
go on to that one,
Same.
can I bring up the black and white thing just one last time?
yeah, go ahead.
What I first came to my mind was the Rob Nuzlocke like death. So like da da da. That's playing in my head.
Oh, that would be a good edit too.
Oh, sorry, really quickly.
Anyways, go back to episode 3
In terms of episode 2, just one thing I thought was very interesting comparing Reinhardt and Yang's tactics. I feel like Reinhardt is like extremely offensive oriented. He's like, I want to get in there and crush everything. Where Yang's like, oh, we need to be careful. We need to be practical.
I think they're.
Well, I mean,
offensive, defensive.
just look at their ships. I mean, the Alliance looks like they're just scraping by. They don't look too healthy right now.
I mean, you can even say that in their personality, Tiny, where it's like
Yeah,
Reinhardt
absolutely.
is very direct and Wenli is very passive in personality too.
Yeah, I think.
I like
that.
that.
That
I like
goes
the
back to
dichotomy.
their whole systems, though. I mean, he's trying to
Yeah.
prove himself in like an imperial hierarchy, where if he doesn't, he's just pushed aside or washed aside, and he's got a short window to do that. And then Wang Li's all weighed down by process and democracy and bureaucracy and all, being
Mhm.
buried under like incompetence.
It's like
Yeah,
the
his
There's a lot of
coping is
the
definitely
dichotomy between our autocratic and
Um,
democratic societies.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Like we're like the most goated nepo baby versus the like DEI who actually deserved it.
Yeah, I personally like Wenli more.
Based on the episodes, his episode sold me on him more.
See,
Like
I like
originally, I liked
Winley
Reinhardt
more.
more, but
I
Wenli
like
sold
Winley
me.
more.
Yeah.
I relate to Reinhardt more. Reinhardt just got that autism aura to him.
I like Reinhardt more.
I swing back and forth of who I like more, which is a good
Oh.
sign for the two main characters.
He stares off into
Yeah.
space. He's staring off into space, and he says, "Yeah." And like that doesn't explain anything. I'm like, yeah, that's just like me for real, autism aura.
I mean, gonna be a bit of a loser moment. Reinhardt really reminds me of Griffith from Berserk.
Well, I saw what Griffith from Berserk did. I really
I hope
hope
he
that,
doesn't do that.
Well, I mean, like his ambitions in the Golden
I'm
Age.
not gonna lie. I felt there was something a
Yeah.
little off between him and his sister, so I really don't want to see where that goes.
No, Wenli kind of felt like he was just doing his job. It's like he wants things to happen, but
I mean, he doesn't want to
he's-
be there at all.
Yeah, yeah. It
I-
felt
I-
like there was a more. Look,
Okay, go on.
I don't know. It felt like more like Wenli was. I don't know. Everything that you guys mentioned, it kind of explained exactly what my thought process.
Well, I think
that
the thing
Wenli
they're
is
setting
just
up
like-
for-
I imagine you relate to him personally too, Cribbles. Like, given
Yes.
the work you've done, that if you're like
Your
Yeah.
sister being married
so
off,
nice.
yeah.
Hey.
That's Reinhardt.
No, that's Reinhardt. No.
Oh, Wenli, whatever, same thing.
Anyway, they're both divorced now, so it's fine. Anyway, Wenli, yeah, it's exactly the same. Wenli is the exact same thought process I had in the Navy, where it's like I hate everyone. No one does anything,
My
and then
favorite
let me
Wee
just
moment
just
is in-
accidentally do this.
in episode 3 when he goes to the guy's house, and the guy says, "Oh, I have nothing to do with these little squads," and he just looks at the guy with like the little nigga please.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, obvious.
Yes.
And the guy goes, "Oh, okay." He doesn't even say anything. He just has that like look. Like,
Mr. President, we both know you're full of shit. Okay.
Oh yeah, when Lee lives in like a trailer park, he literally lives in a
But now he's got a
trailer.
boy with him. It's
Hold on, I
fine.
want to bring. Thank you for bringing that up, Siren. Why does the high-ranking officers have their own residential district in a democratic society? That's kind of
They don't-
insane to me.
They don't feel like a democratic society. A lot of the stuff they do doesn't feel like it.
I
It's
mean,
a
I mean-
socialistic democratic
Yeah.
society.
But
I mean, they
also
call it,
like
the mighty
hyper
motherland.
individualistic, every
it-
man for himself setup.
I mean, like, is it that far off though?
Oh,
There are
yeah.
definitely nicer, eliter neighborhoods where people with certain wealth values reside.
I don't know. You can literally just have gangs
Whoa, whoa,
show
whoa,
up to your
get-
nice
we're
neighborhood and
not talking about
firebomb
my
your house.
neighborhood. Fuck
And your
you.
data centers all nearby.
Yeah, it sounds like we got to firebomb some.
Oh my god, guys. His kill force is just like ice. Oh my god.
It's also I like
Oh.
that they call the woman even says like you probably think I'm a bitch. That
Yeah.
feels so retro. You would not get away with that nowadays.
Yeah.
That line did throw me off because I was not expecting a curse word.
No, there were very good
Me
lines
too,
in that
yeah.
episode. That one was good. The one in my notes where it's is there the freedom to break into other people's homes in the Alliance's constitution? I really like that line.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
That was a good Wenley
What
clapback.
fucking like fire suppression systems do they have suited up there though?
That was pretty badass.
That's fucking crowd control anti-riot gear.
I think they just lie about them being for fires. It is just for anti-crowd control.
Well,
So
I mean,
if you
civil
can-
unrest.
If you can navigate the water like that, like why do you even need the fire department? Why did they show up if the like it works.
I don't get why she was allowed to just walk in the middle of this meeting and just start asking. These
I don't know. The
questions.
guy literally just like
That-
speed ran up to Trump to try to shoot him the other day.
yeah,
I
I
think
mean,
you can
like,
do that.
Well, no, that's so that same thing. The thing she did, the same thing happened when we went to war with Iran, and the police came in and broke the guy's arm. Like the same thing happened, like almost shot for shot.
Yeah, what you sent?
Oh,
They sent
really?
like what 30 guys for this woman.
Yeah, but why did she like? Why didn't the
Surrounded her.
guy
Well,
like respond
yeah, the
to her
guards react
questions?
quicker. I
Why
think
did
they,
they
they
respond
didn't
to any
really
of her
give a shit.
questions? You should have just been like, "Get out of here! Stop asking me questions."
Well, we gotta remember
That's true.
this is the wife of the woman, or no, well, I don't want to
Yeah,
make
yeah,
like,
she's
I actually
dead.
messed
He's
with
dead, so I mean,
Yeah,
you don't know.
He did.
Yeah, no, the wife of the man who fucking was
Got
just
a
promoted as like
skewered.
high honor like main guy. that
Double
was from Mordo's
promotion,
War in a
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, posthumously now reassigned.
Dude, I
Rest in
got
peace.
skill checked when they said his name because he has 3 names, and like most of the time they just called him Lap, and
His
then
lap.
the wife was calling him the other name. It's like, wait, I thought this was
You
the
didn't know
wife.
John Robert Lapp?
Yeah,
John
John
Robert
Robert Lapp.
No, I had to
Jack
go back
Kennedy.
to like the first time they said his full name. Is like, oh, okay, they're just switching which of the names they're using.
Well, she knew him closer, so she uses his more like personal name.
No, I think
I feel like they
episode
need
3
a,
was
uh,
definitely my favorite of this set of 5.
Like
so
how they've been
yeah.
building up Kershey Ice, I think they need an episode where they build up Attenborough for Wenley's number 2.
Dude, if you use last
So-
names, it's gonna fuck me up. I only have their first names written down. I refer
Well,
to him
get
as-
used to it because they're gonna do them in the show. I bet.
So I'm gonna forewarn you. They do sometimes use the first names, but they do tend to use the last names more often.
It doesn't matter. I can
Well, it seems
pick
to
it
be
up by
more
cuts.
like when it makes sense in context for like respect of people.
Yeah, I can context clue who they're talking
Yeah.
about. That's not an issue. It's in like these calls.
Yeah.
If you say a name, it's like every time you say Curtius, even though Reinhardt says that, I know him as Sieg. That's what I've memorized his name as.
Yeah, I call him Siegfried
So
as
Vinny,
well.
Vinny knows what's coming, and Vinny knows how funny it's gonna be when they just throw 20 names at you.
There are
And
so
guess he's
many
gonna write
names
them
to
all
use.
down.
It's like 12 kingdoms. There's about 8 different pronouns for every single person, and they're all different. It's a brutal
Alright.
show to watch.
I
Alright,
mean,
for
I do
episode-
intend to write
episode
every
4.
single name down we see.
Okay, my episode 4 first comment. What is up with the jawline of all these women?
Yeah, they're very particular breed.
Oh, yeah, this is the episode where Reinhardt gets his own
It's his
Like-
backstory.
his goons.
Gets a industry plant mission.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They mentioned that the Kaiser's role is shaky, so I think we are going to see a rebellion or a.
Well, I think okay.
A coup.
They just throw it
Thinking
at
of that
the
from the
sky.
last of the episode, I think that's more so Reinhardt like foreshadowing that he wants to take him out.
Yeah.
Because they say that at the start of the
believe it's
episode, and then by the end, it's kind of established why he thinks
Yeah.
that.
I mean, the Kaiser's kind of a Didiot blood, as they say nowadays.
I don't know what that means, but
A what?
He's on the
Didiot
Epstein
blood.
list.
Uh-oh.
oh.
I mean, like, what? Fucking Anna Rose was like, how old?
She was probably almost legal. I don't know.
I mean, she's older than Reinhardt. She's probably.
Yeah, she's older than Reinhardt. And he's
Never
20 now,
know.
so she was probably like at least 15, and that's legal in space.
Hey, it was international waters.
It was yeah, I wonder if they have sovereign citizens and like they cite maritime law on spaceships.
When you walk up to lore drop to some guy that you would have been euthanized in the previous generation.
Yeah, that line was
Yeah.
awesome. I most likely would have been
Casual
disposed of under the
yeah.
inferior genes exclusion law. That's just an awesome casual world building lore drop.
He is one of my favorites. He's one of my favorites.
Or what's it called in Reinhardt's backstory? When he's like fighting that kid and he just like kicks him in his
He just
balls.
nut kicks him and then like
A
And
fucking
then
rock to
rug-
the head.
It's
oh,
just
yeah,
beating him
dude.
on the
head.
Yeah, I was thinking you were gonna say the Rock. It's like, holy fuck, that's he's just killing him.
So
Dude,
fucking overdone.
dude, if you have a sister that hot, you gotta get those skills early on.
In my
Yeah.
notes,
What's
I
it
wrote
called?
Kershey Ice is horny for Anna Rose. Same.
Yeah. Siegfried is like handler basically.
No, because Reinhardt will literally like that episode. What do he do? He like bitch slapped the kid who was blocking his way, and then later he like nearly beats him to death. So, and then
Well,
he was
I
gonna go
wonder
to like assassinate the Kaiser at the party.
I wonder if this is gonna like set
Yeah.
up for him being like vaguely a psychopath, or this is just like it was different back then. This is what we did.
Yeah. It was the 2650s. It was not the
Yeah.
1950s, but
I have 2 more comments on episode 4. First of all, why do they use gold coins in like the far space future?
Because gold is still
I mean,
valuable. It's
Astro
still
I
a
think
it's
at
still a
some point
resource.
they'd have. Okay, but like gold coins are heavy, and we're already moving away from coins. Most of us don't use coins.
Well,
in
you gotta
today's
look
era.
at the Empire.
Tiny, look
It's
at the
all
Empire. They're
Ro-
LARPing.
Ro-
come on.
Roman Greek architecture, like
yeah.
The other thing is, I always think
trying
it's
to be
interesting
like
when they.
idealizing the past.
I think the
Yeah. I
paper
was gonna
money
say something-
confused me more
Really?
from
Yeah,
the
'cause
movie.
it's like, why aren't
Because
they
gold
using
coins at
Cash
least are
App?
kind of like symbolic. Like, why don't they have digital currency for like the paper money?
Yeah, I didn't understand why the fucking Alliance doesn't use Cash App and fucking their phone.
Well, I don't know. I feel like people like cash still. Like even
Yeah,
when you
I
have
think-
like digi currency, like the idea that you're like chucking a buck into a hat to bet on whether you're dying tomorrow or not.
Yeah, I mean
Like,
that's
I
just
don't know,
fun.
that-
Yeah.
that
I mean,
works.
the main reason is the government doesn't get to like overlook everywhere where the dollars are going. You gotta have a little bit of like.
Yeah, and that's why Bitcoin
Not
is supposed to be what they're
taxes.
using, not
Why is there a blockchain in this anime in the future?
Why hasn't generative AI been used to make art in the Legends of the Galactic Heroes? Were they stupid writing this?
It's too
I don't
unrealistic.
get.
Yeah.
Was everyone like a little homo back then or something? Why
The
did all
fountain
the-
scene was really gay.
That-
That
well,
fountain
yeah.
scene was extremely gay.
Especially with the pan shot of it like laughing together with the water. It's like,
Yeah,
man.
women love this. This is women coded.
Or when they cut away to like them cuddling on a couch.
Oh yeah, and they both have their shirts off, or like they're all bare chested.
Yeah.
They're children.
I wasn't that gay as a child.
How's alpha? How's
Yeah, but you
alpha
didn't know me as a child, Paulie. You might have been. I would have been your Siegfried, Paul.
So Anna Rose tells Sieg, if there's a time he won't listen to you, ... And I just wrote that as foreshadowing. He's not going to listen to Kirchis and he's going to go
He's gonna
insane.
die. He's gonna
Yeah,
die. It's gonna be.
I
over
think
for
that
him.
lines up with like I wonder what's gonna happen where if he gets up to like Ku, the Kaiser, and then
Yeah.
That fucking redhead person, I forgot the name already.
Siegfried.
Kirchis or Kirchis. Siegfried. That he'll probably like start arguing with him at that. That's
I don't know if he will.
guess.
I think he's like ride or die on that because they kind of established that was the goal was for him to take over the universe
Yeah.
in episode 4.
But that's what the daughter Anna Rose or the sister Anna Rose said that like if he goes too out of control. Like
Yeah, but I don't think that's too out of
gonna
control. I
happen.
think that's part of the plan.
I
Yeah.
think I agree with Pebbles. I
Oh.
think they are setting up Kershii stopping Reinhardt at something.
No, he definitely will stop him at something. I don't think it's like related to killing the Kaiser.
Okay.
Like they might have a falling out and like relationship ends. Siegfried dies, like episode 70, we'll say. But I don't think it's over the
Also-
Kaiser thing.
Also, I hope it doesn't stick with like the anime of like or like general anime plot of ooh, I love my sister, and then for the next 40 years he's trying to take revenge because his sister was wronged 40 years ago. And he like
I don't know if it's going to be
changes-
that long time scale.
Well, it's just like not exact that number, but like I just get annoyed when like anime do that where they're like, oh, they wronged me as a kid, and now I'm going to fuck them up for the rest
Well,
of
the
my
problem
life.
is he's still currently being wronged because they still kind of have his sister. So it's not really an
Yeah.
old thing.
Well, I think he saw
Yeah.
what true power is of just being able to take family, and he's kind of obsessed with true power.
Yeah, he kind of like decided, okay,
Yeah,
I'm going
okay.
to take over the universe. That is his like that's his path
he saw
forward.
Yeah.
He saw
That's
what
what
power
I-
can do, so he wants
And
that power.
he specifically hates nobles too, which was established in 4. Because he saw like, oh, yeah,
Yeah,
none of
I-
these people have to go to war. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping he progresses as a character in that direction, even though it might like it's gonna corrupt him, but like it's more interesting than just staying on the single sister arc.
I think-
Basically.
I think he's gonna stay on that, and like Siegfried's gonna have to kind of like push and prod him in different directions at parts, and I think that's part of like his appeal for like his side of the story. Whereas Wenley's kind of just appealing in his own right. It's more so how Siegfried and Reinhardt will interact will be the interesting part for their side of the story.
hmm I guess that's true. I don't know how more Wenli can progress as a character, but like Siegfried and Reinhardt have.
Well,
a lot
Wenli
to
hasn't
progress
even hit the
still.
point where he's kind of behind as far as being in charge of things go. Where Reinhardt's already in control of half of the like Galactic fleet, whereas Wenli's like
Yeah.
not in as much power. So I think Wenli has to like do some catch up game, and then they're gonna have like grand army wide battles where they're both the tacticians.
I'm just saying this should end with like a Metal Gear Solid 4, them beating each other up on top of a spaceship.
Dude,
over shit.
I'll give Reinhardt the win on that. He'll find a rock on the ground and just win.
Yeah,
A rock on the ground in space.
He's been training for this as a child.
Space rock. They're real.
I can't tell. Is the gun a laser gun or is it a projectile gun? Was that a bullet?
I believe it's laser.
It's a laser.
Because
I
like,
said a blaster.
yeah, it didn't seem like a laser gun. Whenever he shot it, it did not look like it.
I don't think any
It's like-
media
so-
is able to handle the fact that lasers are instantaneous. Like it's always
They all have to be
like,
slow because it's more satisfying to watch.
So you know the like light
Which
needles
it is
from
satisfying.
season 4, episode 1 or 2 of ReZero.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna assume it works like that.
Okay, it's shooting like a physical needle.
Yeah, but it's like
and
going
like
really fast.
disintegrates because it's going so
It's hard
fast.
to light.
Oh, they slow
Yeah, there's
down
a
the light.
projectile, it's
Spooky.
frozen light.
That's what your
It's
your
frozen
group's
light.
doing. Yeah, it's frozen light.
Dude, I fucking hate that so much. Learning it was AI. I think I posted that. Learning that was AI was super funny though.
Episode 5. I like the line: "If you put out enough gold, you can be prepared for any situation."
Yeah.
And then it just wasn't true. I like that they just flooded the fucking atmosphere of the planet with gasoline essentially and exploded all the satellites. That was a fun tactic.
Yeah. It was cool.
It was like, what the fuck are these Zephyr particles they're talking about? And then later they explain it's like, oh, it ignited because it was an invisible gas. It's like, oh, okay, sure.
Zephyr particles with directivity. That's what it says.
Yeah.
I wrote that down. I don't know what it means, but I wrote it down.
I wrote down Zephyr particles because I assume that's like a technology MacGuffin that they will use again.
I hope that they
Yeah.
just forget and they
Yes.
replace it with an identical MacGuffin. And I have to explain, oh, those are two different, like, one's like diesel and one's like,
This one's
like the-
fart gas, and this one's just regular gas.
I guess the only
Fucking
main thing I want to
nasty
talk about
particles.
for episode, because there's not much to talk about. It was just sort of giving Reinhardt a bit of character development and like earning rapport with his crew. Yeah, him. Sorry, yeah, I meant Sieg. I liked the stupid, comically like this is a play. The knife is on the floor. He steps over it. Then everyone takes turns stabbing him at the end.
Okay, yeah, the Caesar
And two,
analogy was a
Brutus.
little on the nose.
It is very much. Yeah.
Like, come on, you don't need to wear a toga. You don't need to
Literally have everyone stab him. Yeah.
Coliseum.
Pretty funny though. I like it.
This felt like a filler episode almost, which is funny because it's episode 5.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be an arc as well. Instead, it was just a
It-
one.
You know what would make that scene better for me for my reading comprehension? If they had like a guy, like a little narrator, come up after that stabbing and say, "See, people who repeat the past are
Alright.
also doomed to suffer under its failings."
Yeah, you had to turn on the developer commentary where a Japanese man would say that in like Japanese English to you.
So I have a
Overall,
series of book notes, by the way, of just random facts. They're probably not important at all. If you want to hear some random stuff.
Yeah, sure. Since you were reading the
sure.
books, why not? Hit
Yeah.
us.
So first of all, soundproof. They have soundproof force fields for the commanders on the ship. I guess it's pretty obvious,
That
but
makes
no one else
sense.
can hear them. There's some cannon heights here. Siegfried is 190 centimeters. Reinhardt is 183 centimeters, and Reinhardt is very upset about this.
Manlet mogged.
He literally says this. They mentioned that radar is useless in space because they've got jamming technology. So all of their like knowledge is based on actual manual surveillance ships and satellites. I just thought that was pretty interesting.
I guess that would make
Like a
sense with
boat.
how they keep sneaking up on them in space.
Yeah, so it's
'Cause
really
just
easy to
fucking
sneak up.
boats.
There's
Um,
also there's future stuff that is relevant to that later.
So also the other thing is that the Battle of the Start is a very notable thing in the book because it's called. There was a previous battle 100 years ago called the Dagon Annihilation, where someone in the Alliance used that strategy and it worked perfectly. And it's like a big deal. It's like, oh, this worked perfectly last time, so we're going to do it again exactly like that we did it last time. And just the
Like the
fact they
first
mentioned that a
episode one?
lot.
The first episode
Yeah,
battle?
the first episode, the
Oh,
Assault
okay.
battle.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that was a previously used thing. That's why Reinhardt's like, yeah, this is a previously used thing. I know about it, and that's why I know how to counter it.
Hmm.
And that's why Yang is also like, hey, they're going to know how to counter this. Everyone knows about this thing, so we should do something different. I wrote I wrote everything as Kirchus. I'm just gonna keep using that name. His father is a minor official working in the Ministry of Justice. That's why he's living there. Oh yeah, the other thing is the book completely leaves out a lot of Reinhardt's backstory, like him beating up the bully, him charging into that party. None of that is in the
They
book
might have
at
like
all.
rearranged when things happened. Then like that might
But I
be.
imagine like still like key elements like him being the son of a fallen noble.
All of that happens, and Anna Rose gets taken away, and then Kirchus is crying, and he says, "No, I'm going to get her back," or something like that. But just all of him being extremely brash and very outgoing like that is not there. He feels very emotionless in the book.
They might have added that then to the anime, thinking that it was like, okay, we need to like give you a bit more about his character early.
Yeah. I also wrote down Yang is 29 years old.
Okay, that
Yeah,
one they
so
didn't
that's
tell
the
us.
impor-
Nice.
That
Yeah,
that's the important part is they're in
Oh,
the ages of the
jeez.
two because they're
That's comedically old.
That's a problematic
they're,
age
they're
gap.
all in their 20s. They're all in their 20s.
Problematic.
Well,
Almost
Re-
everyone in
So-
the show is like in their 20s.
okay, Reinhardt is exactly 20, they say, and then I guess Yang is 29.
So Yang's name notation type is E for Eastern. That's a direct quote that I wrote down. The Alliance is a mix of Western and Eastern peoples, but the races are entirely mixed. But their names are still.
So
they
they're like
note
the hypothetical like mutt race future thing.
Yes, exactly.
No, because blacks are separate, but it's a mix of like
what?
Japan.
It's a
Japan
mix
and
of the like
West.
good races together.
Yeah.
The other thing I thought was
Do
interesting.
black
in the
people
book-
still exist in this world?
Probably, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
You will
The
see.
the
You
leader
will
of-
see like a single-digit number of them.
The leader of Fezzen is directly noted to be black.
Oh,
I don't think that's in the anime, but
oh, he's white.
Light
He's-
skin.
he's called the Black
member.
Fox of Fezzen. That is his moniker, the Black Fox of Fezzen.
Typical stuff. Whitewash.
I will
There-
say he hasn't shown up yet. That's why.
Wait, that's a different character?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, I thought that was. But who's the character we saw in Pheasant then?
you saw one of the lead diplomats.
Gosh darn it! Sorry.
We saw Lord Adrian Rubinsky.
No, Adrian Rubinsky.
Yeah, Spooky. Rubinsky is the Black Fox. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
I'm not that insane. Also, the books, there's zero mention of any of the regular soldiers. Like, that's kind of a big deal in the anime. Like, the regular soldiers be like, oh yeah, we were lucky this time, or them gambling. None of that's in the book at all.
I like
really
that.
like that in the anime.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, the anime
Yeah,
is
I
really
like it
nice
too.
touch.
That's some of the peak world building stuff of this.
They also go into a lot more detail of Yang's plan during episode 1, the battle, like his scrapped plan that no one listened to. Like, they explain his entire plan, like, here's what we should do, and they're like, no, we're not doing that.
Probably would be good for Yang's character, but I think it's okay that they skipped that because they can just show him being tactical later.
Yeah, his plan was to have
They
the
give him
middle
the-
fleet, the fourth fleet, retreat immediately upon engaging, and then the other two would like pincer attack from the sides, which kind of just makes logical sense. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they
pretty
mentioned the
standard.
tank beds. The tank beds are entirely filled with salinated water.
Oh, sort of fucking Evangelion
Oh.
LCL fucking.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention the stupid instant REM sleep, like 8 hours of sleep in an hour tanks when we were
Yep.
talking about
Those
the
exist,
episode.
Yeah.
and they're filled with water apparently.
It's like something that's like
Uh-huh.
really good at getting the carbon dioxide out of you or something.
I mean, sleeping. The point of sleeping is just to clean your brain out. So if you just do it manually, I guess you don't need sleep.
Hey, what is Yang's friend's name? Oh, Dusty Attenborough, right?
I do have Dusty written down. Yeah, it's Dusty.
Yeah, he is not in the books at all. That
Int-
character does not exist.
Interesting.
Maybe he'll show up later, but he is not in it.
I like him existing because
It gives someone for
parallels.
it gives someone for Wenley to like display his character traits.
Shoot
too.
off
Yeah.
of and like actually build upon, but not be as important as like a core pillar as Reinhardt and
Yeah.
Redhead.
Yeah, I like a lot of the anime changes in general. And
Yeah.
the
So
last
far,
one I
everything
have-
you've said, I think the anime is doing a pretty good job. Then.
The last one I have written down, which I think the anime is going to get to a little bit more, but there is a much larger emphasis in the books on Yang's obsession with history. Like, he is a history.
Yeah, they mentioned he would have
nerd.
been a history, like a history scholar had he not been a soldier. But that's all
But they
they
go
really.
into it a lot more in the books. I mean, every time he's constantly like, "Oh, this is just like this other battle, and this is just like."
I mean, it makes
he's
sense
obsessed with
because
history.
he definitely is a tactician, and that's
And
the
then
kind of thing that they're
everyone looks
interested
at him
in.
and says, "Yang, you're only citing like 1,000 year period on Earth history and not like the 2,000 years of space history." Why-
Yang, why are you talking about constellations? How would that be helpful in this world?
Mhm.
He does mention a lot of Earth battles. It is funny.
God, the fact that I like missed that on like I wasn't paying enough attention on episode 2 of ReZero. I rolled my fucking eyes when it's like, oh, Pallades Tower, Subaru, and then I sighed.
Yeah, that's all I have for the book notes. I haven't gone into the next section, which is episode 5 yet. So
Hi, Pyric. If you made it to this part of the video, comment Blue42.
Mm-hmm. Only you. If you're not Pyric, comment.
Red 36.
you mean Pyrrhic?
Yeah, red for effect.
No, it's Pyric.
And
We
then,
established this. It's Pyric.
Get
He's
our,
he's Australian.
what promo code do we have going on?
What's our sponsor?
Paulo, give me
Here,
a random
re-
code. I'll
re-
put it on the
read off
video.
I'll read off a Toshin Gent Steam key right now. Give me a second.
No,
Alright.
just DM it to me. Don't read it. I'll put it on the video. You have to
No.
watch the video.
Okay, there we go.
Just read it-
Click,
read it
click
out.
the link now. Get your Toshin Gent copy today.
And
think
then I
we-
guess last thing we need to discuss is when we're doing the meetings in the future.
I mean, I'm still fine with doing it by year. I think that probably works better. I still say we aim for like a week and a half, week, depending on how motivated people are.
I like weekly, but I understand if people struggle with it.
My worry with weekly
I'm
is
good with
do that.
whatever. I'm
there's
good
a
with
lot of
whatever.
people
I like
in
how
this book club.
Pika just said by year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like if we have a
Oh,
motivated week and everyone finishes
by
in like
year.
3 days, we could do a meeting
Okay,
3 days from now. But
Thank you, Tiny. Thank I was thinking like, oh man, we're going to biannual. Oh, okay. Well,
Yes, Ricky, this is actually a like 50-year project. We're watching 5 episodes every half a year.
well,
hope-
okay. But so you mentioned how long this would actually take to get through. We might have the new season of the remake, which is going to be the completion of the story, might actually come out by the time the book club's ending.
I'm not gonna watch it either because I'm not watching both that and this. But
Yeah, no, Vinny, the final season of the recap is not the recap, the remake.
I mean, it's basically a recap.
I don't think it'd be
Like,
called a
it's
recap
in
if it's a full remake.
It's a pretty full remake.
I do think we picked a pretty good stopping point because we get the like redheads guy battle to try to stop a thing and get rank, and now we're gonna see like how
I guess that's the other thing I want to
The
discuss
Alliance Yang.
is also by ear instead of
Yang sweep.
doing 5. Like if we're in the middle of like an episode battle arc and it makes sense to continue on to like 6 episodes, whoever gets there first could like say that, and maybe we just do 6 that one.
Hmm.
If you feel like it's gonna end in one
Yeah.
more episode and we're like in the middle of an arc.
Yeah, that's fair.
I disagree with that. I think we should
disagree?
stick with a strict episode count.
I mean, I'm fine with that too. I was just floating the idea.
I think it'd be fun, and then we can discuss. Oh, what's gonna happen
Yeah, that's
in
fine
the
too.
middle of the battle?
Yeah, and because radars don't work, we're gonna have our scout, the first person to watch
Shit.
through, has to let everyone else know.
No. My
Technically,
job
that'd be
is
spooky.
yeah, my job is useless now.
I don't think, because we might disagree of when an arc begins and ends. As stupid as that sounds, I
Well,
know.
it's not
from
arc,
previous-
we're specifically in the middle of like an action
I
sequence.
will say other than like the finale, I can't think of a time when one episode shift is gonna like when it would require more than a one episode shift.
Okay. So yeah, we just keep to a strict count then.
Yeah, it's fine.
Because there's other book clubs where we have agreed and disagreed on when the book club should meet.
There was one part where I was like thinking, oh, you guys might extend it an episode, but it's 1 and 2 out of a set. So I'm like, oh no, you guys are fine if you do 5 every time.
Yeah, I'm with Vinny.
Yeah, I mean the odds
think
too of
it-
us just
it
like
would
naturally
rarely-
hitting
it would
things.
rarely come up, but if somehow it just so happens that is where that 1 week lands, then yeah, we'll just extend that 1 week.
Yeah.
Got like a 20% chance of that happening.
Ooh. That might be an extended week.
Either way, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So besides
I think we figured out. Yeah.
I don't
If
think it matters that much because
if the
you just watch
Kaiser
the next episode after the meeting.
hasn't already, who do you think's gonna get the first crack, Reinhardt or Kirsch?
The first
For
what?
on Anne Rose?
Or on Anna Rose.
Excuse me?
Uh,
Pardon me?
That's a Pika question.
I would like. I think Reinhardt deserves it more.
I don't think he's a funny haha incest kind of guy. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's a
No.
power thing.
I have heard that Fire Emblem was very much based off this anime.
Is Fire Emblem? Oh wow, is Fire Emblem.
Okay, I wrote that in my notes.
Yes.
That would make so
Oh,
much
okay.
sense because the opening tune sounds so much like the Fire Emblem theme.
Dun,
Dun, dun.
dun,
No, it-
dun, dun, dun.
Tiny, you agree with me, right? Like the opening theme
Yeah, no,
sounds like the Fire
absolutely,
Emblem. It was throwing me. I was like, what the fuck? This is just
There
the
are
Fire
multiple
Emblem theme.
character names as well. They're the same names as Fire Emblem characters.
But yeah, I've noticed that too.
Well, I mean, makes sense. When first Fire Emblem was like 87, this was releasing like
87.
Yeah,
88.
and they're all inspired by the same stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
and this is like clearly some guy's like Star Wars fan fiction.
Yeah, I liked it overall though.
No, I
I
think
enjoyed it a lot.
definitely episode 3 and 4 sold me on the show more than it just being
I
a
agree.
good
Big
fantasy.
booms.
I agree with Pika. The first 2 episodes, I was like, that's kind of boring.
I think the first 2 episodes would have been completely fine as well if the movie didn't already exist.
I mean, I preferred the movie version of it. I'm gonna be honest, slightly, but
I agree.
they're about
I
equal.
don't-
You only needed one of the two,
thought-
and it was kind of interchangeable which of the two you did.
because either or is kind of retreading old ground.
No, like I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10 yet, but obviously we haven't gotten very far
No.
into it.
I
Yeah.
think
Gotta
the
get to the good
movie.
part.
It's like
Gotta
a
get to the good
it's like a
part.
mid 8 so far.
Yeah, you're gonna realize that it's gonna get Shield Hero season 2 pretty quickly.
Yeah, they're gonna fight inside a giant turtle for an entire 30 episodes.
Yeah.
I think the movie's better than episodes 1 and 2 for this because it showcases the commander's intelligence much better than episodes 1 and 2.
No, I agree. I honestly am glad that we watched the prequel movie, even though it's kind of redundant. I think it was a good
By the way,
starting point.
guys, when are they gonna like introduce the magic system?
Yeah, when does the
It's
force come in?
Isekai?
Yeah, like I haven't seen him use Zoltrack or like fucking Return by Death.
Where's
or
my
something yet.
aura moments? I want my aura moments.
I mean, I already saw Reinhardt's ability when he fucking jumped to the moon.
There's not a single vending machine talking to anyone.
Hey, so by the way, Reinhardt like shot the moon. I'm just gonna point that out.
I think that was more
That
visual
moon's
symbolism.
damaged. That moon's damaged. The moon's gonna like crash down now because he shot it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shoot your gun into the air, and then you have to drop kick the falling sun that you shot out of the air. I understand.
Yeah, that's just how it works.
That's how it works.
Oh, once it's in space, the jamming stuff is gonna mess up the radar, which is gonna mess up the lasers.
The lasers are very convenient when they're absolutely useless and then like super devastating.
The Star Wars effect.
Yeah, that does happen a lot.
Like that first space battle, they were doing nothing. Nothing with nothing.
I'm gonna shoot some blue lasers at you, bro. What the hell?
Instead of shooting lasers, you need to shoot red dye 40.
In this episode, they shoot red lasers. No way.
They shoot invisible gas particles that they then explode around the planet. Also, like, that was very close to the planet for being in like the satellite orbit. I don't think that visually was all that correct, but you know, like the way when you looked out the window and it was like just right there, I was like, I don't think that was that close actually. Pretty.
One of you guys go outside and look for me.
Yeah. No, I think we can call this meeting
I think
adjourned.
that about wraps it up.
Yeah.
Are you guys happy?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I think
Yeah.
that was pretty
That's
good.
our motto.
But how many days do we have until the Toronto thing? We can
A month-ish.
do
21.
at least one more set, if not 2 more meetings before then, I think.
2 more
If
meetings
you're
before
sore
Pikachu
about it.
ends.
Wait, when is it?
25th?
21st.
25th of May and only getting
Oh, wait.
2 meetings.
Gribbles, you
in
better not
January?
show up on the 25th. It's the 20.
You guys really do want to like
Oh,
dirtle
shit,
on these
that's soon.
meetings.
Dude, that's soon.
Oh,
soon.
fuck. That.
Wow.
That's 3 weeks. Oh, I gotta buy costumes. Fuck.
I gotta buy condoms.
Ooh. No, I'm getting an STI. Don't worry. Just for Spooky.
But not from Spooky, because he only gives STDs.
Yeah.
Not to be
Gribbles, have I ever
confused-
told you how
I'm in
my
a 2000s mindset.
What?
Gribbles, have I told you
What?
how my grade school taught about condoms? I know I've told
No?
that most
Gra-
other people in Pikachu about
Did they
this.
do like the
Great.
African village with like the
You say-
little
So I would-
Grade
broom rod?
school?
I went to a
Grade
Catholic.
school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 5th grade.
Alright.
So I went to a Catholic grade school. How they taught us
Yeah.
about sexually transmitted diseases and condoms was they took us all to the gymnasium, put up a volleyball
Yep.
net, and told us to throw tennis balls at it. And then
Uh.
we it's like, okay, see how some slip through? That's kind of how condoms work.
Also, by the way, this is the book club recording.
Yeah, I'm still recording
I
it. That's
will-
fine.
Oh, you
I,
stopped recording?
No, I'm still recording.
I will
Oh,
never
fuck.
get over the way they explain condoms as if like the sperm just passed right through, and it's not because people are just retards and like can't put them on correctly. Like the
Dude.
success and failure rate has nothing to do with sperm slipping through the latex. It's everything to do with just people can't. Put them
No,
on.
Spooky. Quantum tunneling can always happen.
The
If you
sperm is
align
no
the
different.
atoms,
Sperm is no
they just go right through.
And one singular sperm, if it ever
I
goes
wonder-
through, is
I don't know
going
if
to
that
get you pregnant.
matters. Like sperm density, if it just like mogs the latex or whatever.
Yeah. It evolved. It like can melt through it now.
I mean,
Yeah.
garbage. Honest to God, garbage. If you told me you spent like the last 6 months like only eating sulfuric food, so your sperm could like melt through stuff, I'd believe you. Like,
What
it's
ranking?
only-
What
you can augment
superpower
your
ranking is
sperm.
that getting? Because I don't think it's
I was-
F tier, but it's definitely not like saving the day.
You know, honestly, in a lot of pirates polls, I'd choose that option over other options of having sulfuric sperm.
Krakatoa. Well, this is going to be like a secondary trait that's specifically evolved to like bypass humanity's reliance on condoms.
I wonder if that unironically will be like a evolutionary thing where the only people who get kids is the ones whose sperm just pierces through condoms because they're the only ones who are making mistakes to have a kid,
No,
and it just keeps on going forever.
no, because I don't think we're at the point where like you'd have to forcefully put condoms on every single human so no one could have kids for generations. I think.
I think the crazy thing is, at least in America and I assume Canada too, like condom use has just fallen like through the floor, where people
Really?
go to any length to find like a different form of birth control than using
Oh,
condoms.
that is true. Like the
Like the
like,
number of girls I know who have
like the metal thing in
IUDs.
your arm.
Oh yeah, either
Yeah.
the arm, the patch, the IUDs, or
Yeah.
IUDs.
Oh, holy shit! I googled it. Yeah, no, it fell from 53% in 2020 to 24%.
Yeah, no,
Really?
it's like people don't use condoms anymore.
I know my friend says that. Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I don't want to ruin the mood to get a condom," and it's like, what? Sorry?
It's part of
Okay.
it. You fucking retarded.
I mean, he's super religious now, so
Oh yeah, God would frown on that, I'm sure.
yeah. What?
I don't think that's a global thing. I do think that's like an America thing, like a Western thing.
Now, do you think it's declining because it's declining, or is it also declining because people are just not having as much sex?
I suspect it's
don't know.
mostly declining because we have all these other goofy forms of birth control that are going to have, just like Ozempic, are going to have like really bizarre side effects in like 10 years.
Oh,
You
dude.
explode.
Oh shit. Are you recording still, Pika?
Yeah, I'm still
I
recording.
can't say this. Fuck.
You want me to stop
Never mind.
recording?
Yes,
Hold on, wait.
Cut the recording. Fire, if you're still watching.
Bob, fuck you.
No, we gotta last for 30 more seconds, and it's a flat hour.
Okay.
Fill time for
Alright.
30 seconds.
I'll tell the story after then.
Thank
Well,
you
something
for
with
watching my
Ozempic.
book club that went on like 10 minutes longer than it
Yeah,
should
I hope you enjoyed the 10-minute post talk on condoms and sex. It was
Not
aw-
that it's going to be very
From
relevant.
all
to
your
most people
resident
watching.
PHIJKCHU experts.
Next episode, we're gonna teach about how to do your taxes when you're older.
Yeah.
Hell
Pro life
yeah.
or pro choice, the next moral